Bueno, aquí vamos. Vamos a probar Anno 1800, que es un juego que juega Linus, de Linus Tech Tips básicamente. Y está gratis por el fin de semana, de noviembre 2 a noviembre 6 me parece. Así que eso es lo que vamos a hacer hoy. No tengo ni idea de qué va ni nada del estilo, pero sé que lo juega Linus, así que por eso estamos aquí básicamente. Bien simps. Ubisoft. Los odio. Me cagan. Ah, no sé cómo se juega esto. Así que supongo que vamos a intentar jugar el campaña. Porque no sabemos jugar. Elige una foto. Mm. Sí, supongo que poder con ese. Ok. Ajá. ¡Hi! ¡Hi, hi, 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 hi! ¡Hi! ¡Ju, ju, ju! Burufe. La Tenkaichi Budoken. ¿Quieres pelea, Kyuseko?
Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is.
Hmm.
Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food.
Qué bonitos gráficos. Pero siento que no son tan diferentes del Age 3.
The pits back when? Still some dynamite.
Ah, requiere reinicio, ¿es en serio? Tenía que ser de Ubisoft. Cabufo. Hi, Bubufi. Kukuke. Kukuk's Clan. Sí eres. A ver.
Here it is. Just get plenty of distance on the throw. Even more roasted fish.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that, Boom?
They're not expecting queen parrotfish. Anything with fins will do. You do have an eye for opportunity. After all, it's not TNT the locals are short of. All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Eso no es cierto.
I knew it was you. So, come show me what you got this time. Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh. Hand over whatever it is and I'll help you get rid of it. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
No lo es.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you.
Ah, entonces te escribe tu hermana para que vuelvas a casa, al lugar donde naciste.
Really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear Father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to Father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister
Cosaco.
reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
Personitas. A ver, ahora sí. Vamos a ver qué pedo. Capítulo 1. La historia de los dos hermanos.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you are at all like Father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
Ok, es un juego de construcción.
You reached a new milestone.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits. Everything you've built so far consumed wood. We'll be needing more of it to continue.
Construye un maderero.
timber. Very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin. See what slander Edvard prints in bright sands.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so ashamed of every single word your uncle...
Está...
Twists every article in his favor at our and father's expense.
Me falta madera.
We need something first.
Construir un castillo. ¿Castilluco? Está bonito. Mira las personitas.
Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Mourning is eased. Now we have others for company, sibling. It's been a hard day of labor for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people. You restore a grain of my trust in humanity, eldest.
Where did you say you come from?
We are running low on timber, but there's plenty in the ruins. We should clear some to stock up.
La morra habla, pero la tapa mi cara. O sea, ya lo entendí, está bonito, es interesante. El tutorial es una mamada. No.
New milestone.
Bueno, ok, eso me sirve.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
¿Cuál juego? Ujú. Se ve bien. Es parecido a Age, pero me pregunto si hay una parte de guerra.
When I look into your people's faces, I see trouble. Make sure their misery doesn't become a problem. It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest and maybe wet their whistle.
The land can only be farmed if there are enough fields. We must plant them.
Heartless. A farm? We know fields.
Barns filled with owls. We must have dormice.
Happy a humble spud.
Mm.
Assuredly, she's a fine ship.
there tonight. The Union meeting.
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Repay me now, or sell up.
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after Father's death.
You will not spoil my plans with your tardiness. When will you show your family some gratitude?
A ver si sí.
Who's stinking like cut chickens?
Pueblito.
Ready to repay my charity?
Supongo.
Your people are recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to need as much space as we can clear.
Ready to repay my charity? Don't think you're finished, brat.
You honor this immortal.
Pasa.
I loathe the reek of lanolin.
¿Eh?
But if farmers smock
Como a las 9. Sí.
Is there no limit to Uncle's shameless demands?
¿Ves? Por eso no hay que tener propiedades. Puros pedos familiares.
Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
We all like a nap in the orchard. Nice day for it.
Nenuco viendo a la personita individualmente. Ah, o sea, esto es la isla principal. A la verga.
If your father had only let me in, we could have built this together. Tell me you've managed something. Baba, Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 bags full. We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more.
Tienes que encontrar multitudes.
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only, we've no shit to get on board of.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor. Everybody on board? Good.
Tututun.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for
Castilloco.
you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair
Tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry. That old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality.
¿Por qué se tiene que llamar Edvard?
Howsoever you may wish.
Me incomoda.
Sounds like good news.
El moreno este. Bueno, vamos a guardar. Está... Se ve que es un poco largo y no sé si tengo el tiempo para eso. Pero está divertido, está bonito, está... Tararam, taratararam. Pero vamos a jugar LOL con el Panochas. ¿Está bien, Ñuco? ¿O me vas a regañar? Bien. Ahorita vengo.